And continuing. This is number 5. They joined Camelin, who was still grumbling to himself. Jack didn't really feel hungry, but if he wanted to fly back, he'd have to eat. Sharkle sat hunched up, looking forlorn until Nora returned. "Did you find out where they went?" he asked eagerly. Everyone looked at Nora. Even Camelin stopped eating. "Not quite, but if Elan's been able to flush a hag out of the roost, we might find out a bit more. The dryads in Westwood live in silver birch trees. They haven't got good memories at the best of times. As soon as they lose their leaves in autumn, they curl up and sleep until the new buds appear in the spring. They think Sharkle's family left after a hag moved into the cave, but it was so long ago now they can't remember any more." Sharkle let out a puff of steam and 2 huge tears. "Come on, you two, help me get this lot cleared away, and we'll go and find Elan." Camelin looked wistfully at all the food that hadn't been eaten and sighed. Once everything was back in the basket, they made their way to the car. "Do you want to come with me and Jack, or do you want to fly over to the roost with Camelin?" "I'll fly. I feel okay now. I've had a rest." "You'll have to come with me, Sharkle. It wouldn't do for anyone to see you flying around." Sharkle didn't protest. He still looked very sad. As Jack and Camelin circled around the roost, they could see Elan on the ground with her wings outstretched in front of the entrance. The tips of her wings almost touched each side of the rock. Her feathers were all puffed out, and her head jutted forward as she fixed her gaze on something inside the cave. It was strangely quiet as they landed. The trees were still, and not a bird could be heard. Camelin kept his distance and landed on a branch in a nearby tree. Jack alighted on the ground nearer the cave. It wasn't long before they heard the engine of the Morris traveler. Once Nora stood before the entrance, Elan lowered her wings and straightened up. "Come out," Nora commanded. "No!" came a high-pitched reply. "Then we're coming in." Nora walked straight into the cave. Everyone followed. The smell was revolting. It made Jack gag, and he could see it had the same effect on Camelin. Nora held up her wand and sent an arc of light shaped like an umbrella above their heads. "Ah!" screeched the hag. Too bright, put it out, it's hurting my eyes." "The light stays until you give us the information we need," replied Nora sternly. Jack looked around the cave. There was rubbish strewn everywhere on the floor, reminding him a bit of Camelin's loft. The screeching had come from the back of the cave, but even with Nora's light, Jack was unable to see who had made such a dreadful noise. From the darkest recess, the voice spoke again. "We don't give information. You need a bogey for that." Jack saw Nora frown. "And which bogey would you recommend?" There was silence for a while. Then the hag started screeching away. "Go away! Coming in here uninvited, frightening the life out of me with that great ugly bird, making my eyes hurt! Go away and don't come back!" Nora didn't answer. Instead, she pointed her wand in the direction of the voice and gave it a quick flick. A small bundle of purple hair, claws, and black ragged clothes tumbled out into the open. Nora raised her hand, held her palm out flat towards the rolling jumble of arms and legs, and made it come to an abrupt halt. "Ah!" the hag wailed as she shielded her eyes. "Finola Fitch, I presume?" began Nora. "Who wants to know?" snapped the hag. "The Senshai. I command you to answer my questions unless you want to become lunch for my owl." Elan raised her wings and hopped a couple of steps toward the cowering hag. All right, call the bird off. I'll tell you what you want to know." Elan stopped, but didn't lower her wings. "You are?" asked Nora. "Finola Fitch, but why bother asking if you already know?" "Which bogey were you referring to, and where might I find him?" Finola shook herself and carefully rearranged the ragged cloak. She ran her claw-like hand through her mass of purple hair before she spoke again. "That would be Pycroft. He visits here. We trade." Jack wondered what kind of things the hag and bogey might trade. There were a lot of bones lying around the cave floor and what looked like a sheepskin near the entrance. Nora tapped her wand, waiting for Finola to continue. Don't know where you'd find him, unpredictable he is. Here one day, gone the next. Never know when he'll reappear. Have you done now with your questions? Just a few more. When did you last see a family of dragonettes? Sharkle peeped out from behind Nora's neck and stared at Finola. Few 100 years ago, I'd say. Don't have much to do with dragonettes. Not much meat on them. You need at least 3 to make a decent meal. Sharkle shot back behind Nora, who frowned again at Finola. They didn't stay long after I arrived. Left in the winter when the great earthquake brought the back of the cave down. Not seen any dragonettes since. Not till now, anyway. Jack wished he could go outside into the fresh air. The smell was making him feel sick, and he didn't like to think what he might be standing in. I'm putting a watch on you, Nora said quietly to Finola. I intend to know everything you do from now on, so if you see Pycroft before I do, tell him he's got something which belongs to me, and he needs to return it as quickly as his little legs will carry him. Understood? Don't do messages, Finola grumbled. And I don't take kindly to rudeness, so if you want the light to disappear, you'll do as I ask. Finola grumbled under her breath in her squeaky, high-pitched whine. If I hear anything I don't like, I'll come back and... Oh, okay, that was the wrong person. If I hear anything I don't like, I'll come back and permanently light this cave. Is that clear? Finola nodded. Nora turned and walked towards the entrance. With every step she took, the light inside grew fainter and fainter until only darkness remained. It was a relief to be outside, and Jack gulped in the clean, fresh air. When they were back in Westwood, Elan shape-shifted back. No one spoke until they got into the car. Do you think Pycroft is around here somewhere? Asked Elan. He could be anywhere, sighed Nora. But at least we learned a bit more about Sharkle's family. You don't think she ate them all, do you? Whispered Sharkle, who was close to tears again. No, replied Nora. I doubt she'd have caught any of your family. I expect they moved out because of the smell. I'm sorry, Sharkle, but I don't think it's going to be easy to find them. You're welcome to live with us, but I'm going to have to transform you into something a little less conspicuous, or you won't be able to fly around very easily. Now what's it to be? Can I be a bat like Timmery? Not another bat like Timmery, groaned Camelin. I think that will be perfect, said Nora, ignoring Camelin's remark. We'll sort that out as soon as we get home. Now, are you two flying back, or do you want a lift? Flying, Jack and Camelin said together. Okay, bye.